We all want to live longer, but what good is living longer if you're too frail and weak to enjoy it? Medicine 3.0 focuses on improving not only our lifespan, but also our health span. New York Times bestselling author and longevity expert Peter Attia tells us how. Exercise. Exercise is by far the most potent longevity drug, he says, and it is the single most potent tool we have in the health span enhancing toolkit, including nutrition, sleep, and medication. But how precisely should we exercise? What are the specific routines we should do? In today's video, we explain all that and more. Stay tuned. Okay, so you're sold on the idea of lifelong exercise. After all, we all know at least one guy who's been going to the gym his whole life. And we also all have at least one Uncle Jimbo who's been drinking beer his whole life. And we're pretty clear we know who'd we prefer to be if we want to live a long, healthy life. But what exactly are the steps for maximizing our health span? Where do we start? A good place to start for most people is strength training. Science has shown the power of strength training on our health, body, and muscles. For example, check out these amazing studies. The first study shows MRI leg scans of a 40-year-old male triathlete, a 70-year-old sedentary male, and a 70-year-old male triathlete. The thing to note here is in the triathletes who are exercising, there's a lot more muscle mass, which is a good thing. The second study shows CT arm scans of a 57-year-old sedentary male, a 57-year-old male swimmer, and a 57-year-old male bodybuilder. As you can tell in these pictures, the male bodybuilder and the male swimmer have a lot more muscle, which is a good thing, compared to the sedentary male. And our last study shows whole body scans of a 30-year-old sedentary female and a 30-year-old female exerciser. The thing to note here is in the sedentary female, she has 86 liters of internal fat compared to the 1.65 liters of internal fat in the female exerciser. As you can see, exercise radically changes the amount of muscle and fat you have in your body. In simple terms, more muscle and less fat equals less disease risk. None of us get out of this alive, as they say. The process of time affects us all. But if you want to live long, stay strong. So how do we do this? What can Medicine 3.0 and Dr. Attia teach us about the secrets to living long and staying strong? To become, as Attia puts it, a kick-ass 100-year-old, you have to choose 10 things you want to be able to do for the rest of your life and then train for them. This is his now famous Centenarian Decathlon. For example, hiking 1.5 miles on a hilly trail, picking up a young child off the floor, lifting a 20-pound suitcase into the overhead compartment of a plane, balancing on one leg for 30 seconds, having sex, climbing 4 flights of stairs in 3 minutes, opening a jar, doing 30 consecutive jump rope skips, and more. Attia says that the items on his list are personal, and yours should be too. Think about what you want to be able to do and what you don't care so much about. For me, I want to be strong, so I lift weights, primarily free weights. I want to be agile, so I play sports. I want to be flexible and mobile, so I massage and stretch my body. And I want to have healthy heart and lungs, so I walk, run, hike, and sprint. According to Dr. Attia, there are 4 key pillars to being a badass 100-year-old: stability, strength, aerobic efficiency, and anaerobic performance. I think about it like this. I need to train my muscles, heart and lungs, and mobility and stability. If I do this, I'll be strong, flexible, mobile, and heart healthy. To cover all 4 fitness pillars, Attia recommends the following each week. Stability, 1 hour split into 5 10-minute blocks done before your other workouts. Strength, 3 45 to 60-minute full-body workouts targeting all major muscle groups. Aerobic efficiency, 4 45 to 60-minute zone 2 cardio workouts. Think long, slow, steady-state cardio. And anaerobic performance, 1 30-minute VO2 max workout, like high-intensity interval training per week. Now, copying and pasting someone else's workout schedule is a good place to start, but it isn't enough. As I tell some of my one-on-one clients who are training to be the ultimate lifelong athletes, in the beginning, it's okay to follow someone else's recipe, but ultimately, you want to become your own master chef. With that in mind, here are some recipes or guidelines from Dr. Attia on how to build your longevity, resilience, and health span. Attia argues strength is important, but stability training should come first. Why? Stability is the secret sauce that allows you to create the most force in the safest manner possible. By slowing down to focus on stability, you'll learn how to control your body. That control means that once you add load to your strength workouts, you can move better and lift heavier. and faster, if that's your goal. You'll also reduce the risk of joint injury, especially your vulnerable spine. Obviously, along with stability, you need mobility. If you don't have enough range of motion, your body compensates and gets hurt. Fortunately, at GotRom, we help you fix injuries and get flexible, so if you're in pain now, we've got a program for that. After age 30, sarcopenia, which is muscle loss, starts to rear its ugly head. Without regular strength training, you lose as much as 3 to 8% of your muscle mass per decade. Less muscle means your metabolism is slower, and you can't do daily tasks so easily. This is one of the main reasons why our grandmas and grandpas often fall and break bones. And the scary thing is that the death rates after a fall and fracture in these elderly people can be downright alarming. For example, scientific studies show that 1 in 3 adults aged 50 and over dies within 12 months of suffering a hip fracture. The reason? They stopped training their balance and strength. Strength training is a form of retirement savings. The larger my stash of cash, my strength and balance, the better I'll be in the long haul. Hence the reason why I'm going to be working on these gains for the rest of my life.
These gains require good form, desire, believe. When I say I'm gonna live that way.
To build his own stash of cash in the form of strength, Attia focuses on 4 major areas of strength training. Eccentric control, emphasizing the ability to lift and lower weight with control. Eccentric strength is the ability to put on the brakes when walking downhill or down the stairs. For example, to build eccentric control, things like rucking, which is walking or hiking with a weighted pack on your back, squatting, lunging and jumping, skipping, running, all of these can help. Pushing and pulling motions, including picking up your suitcase and putting it into the overhead bin on a plane, lifting a child, or pulling yourself up onto an elevated surface, are also forms of strength training. In the gym, this could look like push-ups, pull-ups, and rows. Hip hinging and leg movements like deadlifts, squats, hip thrusts, and their single leg variations are also very important. If you're new to these moves, begin with single leg exercises like lunges and step-ups. Use lighter weights and get one-on-one assistance to learn the harder moves. After strength training, Attia says that anaerobic capacity is vital. Being able to sprint and recover quickly, aka peak cardiorespiratory fitness, or VO2 max, is the strongest indicator of longevity. In a nutshell, if you increase your VO2 max, you become functionally younger. Pretty cool, huh? In a very real sense, you can start aging in reverse by improving your VO2 max. Similarly to muscle loss after 30, after age 25, your VO2 max drops by 10% per decade. And the news gets even worse after 50. According to science, after age 50, you can start to lose as much as 15% per decade. To combat this decline, Dr. Attia recommends 1 or 2 30-minute VO2 max sessions per week. Now, there are many ways to train your anaerobic capacity. For example, running, swimming, or cycling are all perfectly good options. Attia tends to favor VO2 max workouts involving 4-minute intervals at the maximum pace you can maintain, followed by 4 minutes of complete recovery. Rinse and repeat 4 to 6 times. If you've never done peak cardiorespiratory fitness training, get ready to sweat. According to Attia, Zone 2 training is as important as speed work. Zone 2 training builds a foundation for everything else you do in life, he says. It also plays a crucial role in preventing chronic disease by improving your mitochondria's health, efficiency, and flexibility, which all decline with age. Aerobic efficiency, or Zone 2 cardio, is what I call low-intensity, steady-state cardio, aka going for a jog. Zone 2 training is any cardio performed at a low intensity for an extended period of time. Cycling, swimming, running, rowing, or rucking all qualify, so long as it's an activity you enjoy and you can do it for longer stretches. Attia suggests a total of 3 hours per week, or 4 45-minute sessions, is the minimum dose, but more is better. One simple way to improve both aerobic and anaerobic capacity is by playing your favorite sport. This helps your cardio and your balance, rhythm, coordination, reaction abilities, and more. I've played every sport under the sun, from baseball, basketball, soccer, and more, but my current favorite is ultimate Frisbee. It's an amazing combination of aerobic and anaerobic cardio, and it's hella fun. Another perk of playing this sport is there's no contact, so it's less likely that someone will take out your knee or tackle you inadvertently. That means you can play longer, stay stronger, and maybe, just maybe, even play till you're 100. So that is it, Dr. Attia's ultimate immortality secrets. Here's what you should do now. Write down your list of the 10 things you want to be able to do when you're 100 and get training. My ultimate goal is to win Olympic gold, in the Senior Olympics, of course. Will I see you out on the competition field? I hope so. If you want to live long, stay strong, and overcome chronic pains and injuries, we are here to help. GotRom.com has programs to help you fix pain and be a strong, healthy, badass 100-year-old. If you want one-on-one personalized help to fix chronic pain 2 to 3 times faster, check out GotRom.com/VIP to see if you qualify for our one-on-one VIP mentorship. And as always, please remember, you're just one step away from building or rebuilding your perfect body. Yeah. I like to kick. I like to punch. I'm 100. Did you get that reference? Saturday Night Live? These guys don't get any of my jokes. My name's Shane O'Malley. I like to lift. I like to stretch. I'm 50.